Hello, hello everyone, my name is Tojo and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Origins here in the Awakening DLC. Keeping back up where we left off here in Vigil's Keep, we are going to gather you, give Ogren a rest for a bit. We are going to head
You seem rather attached to that cat, Anders.
It's more that he's rather attached to me. Isn't that right, Sir Pounce-a-Lot?
What?
Isn't that name a little ridiculous?
What do you think I should call him? Frederick?
There are worse names, I suppose.
Lovely. Anyways, we are heading to Blackmarsh, I think, today. Let's see what we have to accomplish over there.
This is an unnatural place. The veil is thin, and spirits abound. We must be wary.
Okay, the Blackmarsh. What does this say?
My father used to tell me stories about the Black Marsh when I was young. He said evil magic killed everyone here. This was just before the rebellion. A great mystery at the time. They never found out what happened here. Once the monsters appeared, the marsh was abandoned. I used to dream of coming to the Black Marsh and setting things right. Little boy dreams. So I am. If someone had told me I'd end up here, I would have laughed at them. But times change. When I was in Kirkwall, I thought I would return to Ferelden to take command of my father's garrison. Now, here I am. A Grey Warden and fighting both Darkspawn and demons. Interesting. And the fun never ends, I suppose. Good to know. Anyway, the Haunted Marsh awaits.
Have I ever told you that I find tattoos on women?
Yes, you have.
incredibly
You keep
attractive?
telling her.
Have I ever told you that I find most humans fit?
Bonnie's angry letter. Corin, is our relationship a joke? My joke to you? What am I supposed to do then, waking up find this love note? Follow my trail of love, my darling. You are my hen, the mistress of my flock. You nourish my body and tend to my rooster. Wow. Really, Corin? I tend to your rooster? That's the most disgusting thing I've heard in my entire life. You said there was a surprise waiting for me. I'm supposed to follow your trail? I despise you. I abhor you, you petty, ill-made wards. You said last week everything would be different for us. Well, you were right. I'm leaving. With venom and spite, Bonnie. Oh my god. Is this Bonnie or is this Corin? Didn't I pick up a poison bottle? Maybe he killed himself after finding the note? I did pick up a quest here. Hold on. Follow Corin's trail to find Bonnie's surprise. You find the remains of a man named... Okay, so it is Corin. Who drank poison after his lover Bonnie left him. A note found in Corin's skeletal hands indicates Bonnie was upset over a trail of riddles. First clue, you are my hen, the mistress of my flock. You nourish my body, tend to my rooster. Was he not talking about his rooster? Or was that just saying... go to the chicken coop?
This one has been dead for several days, I think.
That answers that, I suppose. The Darkspawn are definitely here.
They're kind of everywhere.
Very well.
Blighted werewolf, that's new.
It shall be done.
So that's a bit interesting, unless I'm misunderstanding something here. Blight wolves seem like they were like dark-spawned wolves, essentially. Maybe not completely turned yet, I'm not sure. But now we're dealing with blighted werewolves, which... How does that... We had a theory that the Shrieks were dark-spawned werewolves. But now we're seeing either a different version or the Shrieks are something completely different. Maybe the blighted wolves were... Oh my god, he was telling her to go to the chicken coop. Lost beneath the trees, lifts a weary head and sees her burning love lights his way home. I'm guessing that fire over there. Catgut. But, anyways, werewolves and shrieks. Either the blighted werewolves are like a pre-shriek thing, or the shriek... There's also... I've heard it mentioned that it might have something to do with the elves. The shrieks. So I don't know. We'll keep that in mind for later, I guess. Dusted off this read, the village lies abandoned, may the maker rest their poor souls. This would have been a nice looking village, too. Ancient letter? How ancient are we talking?
It shall be done.
Alright. Let's keep having a bit of a look around. Anything else that way? Already found that. There's a box over here. How can you make yourself useful? Or is this... Oh, okay, it's not locked. You need to make sure he actually has enough for lockpicking, because I don't want another Leila situation.
Yes.
You have a look. Okay. Toy horse. Town records.
I shall do it.
Some year ago, a dragon rampaged through the countryside, gorging herself on animals and people. Before long, she nested near the village of Blackmarsh. Fearing she would drag off villagers to feed her young, we sent men to drive the beast away. Men were never seen again. The new Baroness had till then done little for her people, but she emerged from her manor and told us not to worry. She'd been sent from Orlais not to just rule, but to protect. She promised the dragon would be gone by sundown the next day. Does that not scroll down? No. She set off in the morning alone. We were certain she'd gotten insane. What chance had one woman against the dragon? At sundown there came a loud clap, like thunder, so great it shook the earth. Then our Baroness returned to us, triumphant. Of the dragon there was no sign. The Baroness, no longer aloof, sang and danced with the lowest of us. There were dark whispers that the Baroness was a witch, but we did not care. Her magic had saved us, and for that we loved her. Interesting.
Very well. It is begun.
Can't open that. Can you unlock that?
I'll do it.
Nope. I guess that's a way back then. What are you guys going for? What are all of you going for?
That is a tear in the veil. The spirit realm lies very close to us here.
We found a tear in the veil that provides a glimpse to the Fade. Given the non-physical nature of these strange phenomena, there is nothing you can do about them in the real world. So we gotta find our way to the Fade.
It shall be done.
It's not possible to pass through here. So I want... Is the Baroness still alive? Because we fought a couple dragons. That's no joke to just take it on single-handedly. Hello?
Be careful now!
What? Shadow Wolf. They seem to have a lot in common with the Shrieks. Kristoff. Wasn't that one of the Grey Wardens? I don't remember. Kristoff's camp, but it has not been used for days. So I'm guessing Kristoff is not the guy that we found with his legs broken. I don't remember his name. Didn't it also start with a K? I don't remember. Oh, that is a Fade portal if I'd ever seen one. Hello? Dragonbone. We found dragon's bones, suggesting one of the beasts once died in the Blackmarsh. There may be other bones around. Cool. I don't think we let our blacksmith friend. I don't think we let him deal with dragon bone with just dragon scale. I think so. Maybe we can end up handing that to him. The Baroness's secret. Okay. The veil is weak near the stone circle. Perhaps it's my rituals, but I suspect it has always been weak here. I feel traces of old ancient magic. Maybe this is what drew me. I think the girls feel it too. As we approached the circle, they sensed something was wrong. With me? Did they fear me? Something about this place is changing them, claiming them for its own. It is conceivable that using their blood to reinvigorate me traps their souls in the Fade. Perhaps I've become the same demons, ghosts, and spirits who invade my dreams. No, it doesn't matter. They are nothing. Peasants, while I am Baroness of Orlais. So, definitely a witch. Probably still alive. Used blood magic on other people to sustain herself, it would seem? Maybe? And that... Something about that transaction causes... hauntings. Well, hello. Are those the sisters? I see you over there.
It shall be done.
Hey, Kristoff. Hey, what is that? Oh, that's gross.
A new form of darkspawn?
Why would we suddenly be seeing new forms of darkspawn? This isn't even a blight.
It
Interesting.
has begun.
What? Can you get a look at this thing? Oh, that's a face. Are they capable of reproducing themselves now? I mean, I know they use brood mothers and they birth darkspawn, but this is something different. Hello, Kristoff.
Yes, that is your Grey Warden. The mother told it to me that if he was lured to this place and slain, that in time you would come.
It was a trap, and we are all fools for falling into it.
And the mother, she was right. The mother is always right. The mother is she that sent me, she that wished you to come to here, this place. Here before you is the first, and I am bringing to you a message. The mother, she is not permitting you to further his plan, whether this you know or not. So she is sending you a gift. No. We have come to the fate as well. It cannot be this.
You weren't first in your class, I take it.
As do I. This was not as she said. I am betrayed. Now I am being trapped in the fade with you. I am the fool. I am the first. I am not being expendable. Both the Grey Warden and the Mother shall be learning this. I will be leaving you to the children. I will be finding my own path back into the world. Back to the Mother.
It is a fine thing we've done. Who's that thing? Who is the Mother? Another Darkspawn?
Very good question, Anders. We will deal with that. Hey, look, chickens. Fade chickens. Anyways, level up real quick. Okay. So, trapped in the Fade, talking Darkspawn, something about the Mother, which I can only assume was going to end up being the Baroness. One of those creepy dragon statues again. How?
So, you're a How.
Do you have a point, Mage?
Hey, I'm fond of the Hows. I'm also fond of the whys, the whos, and the whats.
How clever.
Oh, it's shameful how long it took me to come up with that.
Anders, you're a delight. I like you. Anyways. Assuming that this all leads back to the Baroness, what would her research have done to lead to new Darkspawns? Because the dude's saying he's the first, maybe the first experiment, or the first one to talk, or just the first of her creations? I don't know. Oh, look, we gotta deal with shades.
It is begun.
So I assume that just shut down the block? Oh, I love these. Permanent stat boosts. Deal with this in a second. Strength, Lyrium Vein, Willpower, always nice. I don't want to fiddle with those. I'm going to see if I can find any instructions for him first. guessing that causes chests to appear in the physical world where those markers are. I've already been to that. Yeah, okay. I guess we're gonna head back through here.
No, my lady, I do not forget. I merely... But I would never contradict your ladyship. No. I don't. No, please, my lady! Have mercy! No! No! Ah, no! I am most sorry, mistress. I am most sorry, mistress.
Okay.
I shall do it.
May the gods grant me
To battle!
You're not a spirit like everyone else. How did you get here? You were forced to come here? That's very strange. This is where my grandfather's ashes are buried. I come to visit him often. He was the last person to stay in Blackmarsh. Once he passed, there was nobody left in the village who remembered. Remembered what happened to the village, of course. The marsh was full of people once. Then that evil woman came and changed everything. She... Oh no! They've come back again! Quick, come hide in the crypt!
Okay.
Time to die!
Don't give them the advantage.
You don't stand a chance!
I shall do it. I shall do it.
To battle!
As you say.
So lady was talking like people choose to come here? So it was unusual that we were forced to come. But I don't get the feeling that people are just coming and going as they please.
And so you came. Fell into my little trap.
Not again. You have a knack for stumbling into traps, don't you?
To think. My entire existence I have sought a mortal mage to possess. And now one walks right into my lair.
I had a feeling it was weird that just one random villager would just be hanging out in the Fade and be aware. Well, not only just being in the Fade, be aware that they're in the Fade, and then find it weird that someone else is there. Not so much that someone else is there, but be, I guess, surprised that... What am I trying to say? I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways.
There was a girl. You should have seen what she gave to slake her thirst. As now you shall slake mine.
Anyways, I'm assuming this is the Baroness possessed.
You say?
To me, stranger. After being trapped for so long by my own foolish desires, now I can at last go. Thank you.
Maybe it's not the Baroness. Maybe it's just like it. Maybe it's just a demon that the Baroness attracted. Because I'm sorry. I'm being slow today. It mentioned that it was waiting for a mortal mage, which means that the person she is possessing is not a mage. Ergo, it's probably just a villager that got possessed by a demon caused by the Baroness's experiments. That's where that train of thought was going. Because like halfway through the thought I had earlier, I realized that a mage wouldn't exactly find it weird that someone, or that another mage found their way into the Fade. So it would have to be a spirit that's surprised that someone else has stumbled their way in there.
Time to die! To battle!
Very well.
To battle!
And then do we just exit through the back end here? Is that all that was in there? Yeah. Where are we now?
Halt! Who enters the Black Marsh?
Trapped? Then you're just as we are, locked in this endless nightmare.
We've been here so long at her mercy. I almost forget what it was like before.
There is a spirit that's come to free us. Perhaps you could help him. If only that were possible.
Okay, so there's still people, quote-unquote, living here.
She is evil incarnate. The countless evils I've seen her perpetrate in there. I'm ashamed to even recount them aloud. She orders our children stolen in the night so she can... No! Unhand me, you thugs! Let me go! Don't let them take me! No!
It is interesting that...
I won't turn around, mistress, I promise.
Well, I was gonna say, it's interesting that the people here seem to be somewhat sane.
I shall do it.
Whereas, other times we've seen mortals in the Fade, they tend to go a little bit crazy. Like, not exactly aware of what's happening around them. Which we see, like, people are talking to no one, kind of freaking out in corners and stuff. We have this guy that's, like, seems fully aware. Like, some of the guards seem lucid, at least. So I wonder what's shielding them. Because they seem to just be adjusting to, you know, life is normal for now. Blackmarsh is a dreary place, so damp you can feel the chill in your bones. Leave your clothes out to dry for a week and they'll still be cold and wet when you put them on. I called Martin daft when he suggested we move there. An awful place, he said, but also a place where one can make a great deal of money collecting peat. By the maker's soggy underclothes, he was right.
I'd better report this to the guards.
The mansion will not protect you, fiend! Come out and face your crime!
We aren't afraid of you any longer! The witch hides! Break down the door!
Be cautious, my friends! The Baroness has power within her lair, and she well knows it. We rush in at our peril. And who comes now? More minions of the Baroness? Or yet more helpless souls she has tormented? I cannot say what a Grey Warden is, but clearly you are a stranger. Perhaps it is a sign. I am Justice. I have watched this place and seethed at the wrongs visited on these poor folk, and now I seek to aid them.
Once we lived in the real world and the Baroness ruled over us. She took our children and used their blood to work dark and evil magic.
And when we burned down her mansion, she cast one final spell that brought our spirits here. We've been trapped ever since, still under her rule.
This spirit knows the Fade. If we help him, he might help us.
We have no quarrel with this Baroness. I suggest we move on and leave these people to their business.
Tell me, stranger, will you help us in this righteous task? Being a Grey Warden appears to make you an able sort, and thus your aid would be most welcome. From the world of mortals, as are all these people.
We lived in a village in the Blackmarsh, and the Baroness ruled over us. That was so long ago, it seems like a dream we once had. We finally rose up against her evil, and this is what she did to us. I can't even imagine what happened to our families. Has it been so long? How many years have we been held here?
Take heart, good woman. Justice will see you avenged and freed. Will you help us, stranger? If this wrong is to be undone, we will need your aid. These good people have been held in the thrall of this sorceress for too long. I seek to free them.
It's been a nightmare that seemed to go on forever. Until justice arrived, we didn't even know this wasn't real.
I can no longer stand by and watch. The sorceress has fled into her lair, but a reckoning is called for. We must act, stranger. Then we have the numbers to challenge the Baroness directly.
They just said she was an evil, powerful witch. Do we really want to antagonize her?
Sure. Come on, it'll be fun.
This fun you're talking about looks a bit more like stupid from over here.
My intention is to storm the gate. Are you ready? Good people, we take the battle directly to the witch. For too long have her crimes gone unpunished. Now is the time to reclaim your freedom!
My. All that shouting outside, and now you finally decided to barge in without even a proper invitation.
Foul sorceress. You will release these poor folk and submit yourself to justice.
Justice? Is that what you're calling it? What of their punishment? Burning my home to the ground and me within it.
Because you were stealing our children, using their blood to feed your vanity.
As was my due. You lived on my land, I, your rightful ruler. Your blood was mine, just as your lives are now. What's this? The pathetic fools have managed to recruit yet more sympathizers?
We are no longer alone, Baroness. Your reign ends here.
As it happens, I am no longer alone either.
My path back across the Veil lies in victory over you and your new allies. then the mother will pay for her treachery.
Okay, so the mother is unrelated.
The Grey Warden, it wishes peace. It cannot be believed. We must be ending this. Now. The Grey Warden, it is more dangerous than you know.
Oh, as you wish, creature. Slay them, and you shall have the reward you requested.
Enough! The battle is joined.
No! You fool! Why haven't you defeated them?
They are too much. It must be sending me back through the veil. Now, before it is too late.
Oh, I will sunder the veil, all right. I'll send them all back. But you? Your life is going to provide the power.
No. No.
Well, that was a twist.
Where am I? What is happening? No. This is the world of mortals. Beyond the veil. And this is a mortal body of flesh. I am trapped within. The witch sundered the veil in her haste. All of us were drawn through. She has returned to this realm as well. Can you not feel it? The Baroness is nearby. You misunderstand. The Baroness, she is not immortal as you are, or as were the villagers she kept trapped. There was such a mortal once, but now? That is a demon of pride. She assumed that role long ago to feed from the mortals she trapped. But here, in your world, here she will be quite something else. I do not know why I am in this body. It was not by choice, I assure you. The veil is sundered, and the tears must be closed lest they continue to spill demons out into this world. I can alter your weapons for a time, allowing them to drive back the Fate's magic. But if we are to deal with the Baroness, we must move swiftly.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. Let's pick up a couple things around here, deal with the level up real quick.
Reclaimed this place a
As
long
you say.
time ago, but it hasn't. There is something else here.
Okay, and with that, I think I'm going to close out the episode here. This is literally like the first thing I did this morning, so I wasn't completely awake for this, so my apologies for all of the bad calls I have made today. Normally a bit better at picking up on hints. Biggest problem being conflating the mother with the Baroness. I don't know why I thought they would be the same person. there's this whole weird darkspawn larva thing happening out here. And if the Baroness has been in the Fade this whole time, what is... Let me know. It might be a dumb question. I was going to say, what is living in here that would cause... Something else is obviously taking a precedence here. Like, even Valana mentioned that this place should have been reclaimed by nature, her words. But something seems to be interfering with that. Obviously, the Darkspawn nesting grounds, I guess. But we'll deal with that in the next episode. So until then, my name's been Tojo. Remember to leave a like if you like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!